Hi, I'm Kylie Jackson, and the book I've chosen to read is called Sweet Moon Baby, An Adoption Tale. I chose this book because I'm adopted myself, and sometimes in classrooms, adoption can really get overlooked as a type of diversity. And I would use this with anywhere between kindergarten and second grade, and I would discuss with them the different ways families can be formed and the reasons why a child might look different than their parents. Maybe it's that they're adopted. And lots of there's lots of diversity with adoption, as you'll see in this book. And the one thing I'd like you to think about while I'm reading this for a discussion question would be, what or do you know anyone who is adopted? Maybe you have a sibling that's even adopted, or if you know someone who's adopted, I'd like you to share about that after we're done. So once again, it's Sweet Moon Baby, An Adoption Tale. On a summer night in China, a baby girl was born. She was perfect. We have barely enough rice to feed ourselves, the father said. She should have pretty things, the mother said. She should learn to read, the father said. They were happy and sad at the same time. From high in the warm sky, the moon's face glowed on the river, making a path as clear as the night's promise. In time, the mother said, we must trust the moon. Only good things will happen to our daughter. So they placed her in a basket. Will she remember us? The father asked. Somehow, the mother answered. They whispered goodbye to their tiny girl, and she floated away. Still, she slept. Then the river grew shallow. She was caught in the mud. A turtle saw her in the moonlight and carried her to deeper water. Still, she slept. A sudden wind blew through the valley. She rocked dangerously in the waves. A peacock flew her to safety, singing a lullaby under the moon's watchful eyes. Still, she slept. Rain began to fall. A monkey jumped onto her basket. He kept her dry as they sailed for miles and miles and miles beneath the smiling moon. Still, she slept. The river cut through the mountains, and swirling rapids surrounded her. A panda pulled her free. The moon's trail led them to gentle water. Still, she slept. Downstream, the river dropped over a ledge. Fish raced to the surface to catch her. Soaring over the rocks together, they landed on the moon's glittering reflection. Still, she slept. On the other side of the world, a husband and wife could not sleep. They wanted a daughter. Still, she never came. They made a garden to keep busy while they waited for her. Maybe she will like carrots, the wife said. Maybe she will like peas, the husband said. Still, she never came. Next, they planted fruit trees. In case she likes pie, the wife said. In case she likes climbing, the husband said. Still, she never came. They built a house with a room just for her. Perhaps she will like pretty things, the wife said. Perhaps she will like books, the husband said. They were happy and sad at the same time. One night, they looked up at the moon's kind face. It sees her, the wife said. We must find her, the husband said. So they hope for a sign telling them where to look for their little one. They chased a shooting star across the midnight sky. She was not there. They followed the next one as it flashed beside the moon. She was not there either. They searched moonlit flower beds. She was not with the ferns or roses. She was not in the daisies. They crisscrossed 100 roads. Coins twinkling like scattered moonbeams took them from corner to corner. But she was not at any turn. They covered great distances indeed. At last they sailed down a shimmering path on a wide river. Faster, faster, they whispered into the current. Then there she was, their sweet moon baby, waiting for them among the water lilies. She opened her eyes to see the smiling faces of her mother and father. They carried her home, where she grew strong and true, on carrots and peas and pie, where she plays with pretty things, where she reads high up in a cherry tree. And as she sleeps soundly, whenever the moon is full, she dreams of a baby girl born on a summer night in China. I'm definitely going to keep this book on my list of books to read to my class one day. Adoption is something that is often overlooked when talking about diversity, especially diversity within family groups. I was lucky enough to be adopted, and I've seen and felt firsthand when teachers gloss over it, it hurts that that's not talked about. So, thank you very much.